Look at you fine people with your Super Nintendos and your Dan Fogelberg 8 tracks. Let's go ahead and make something. Okay, let's just go to File, New. I've got 24 by 18, but whatever. You would be smart to go ahead and save this as something. I would save it as maybe Corel assignment 2 and your last name. Don't save it as just Corel assignment 2 because then we're going to have 40 of those files and we're not going to be able to open them. Okay, so I made a video where you could see how to make some shapes, and we're going to do something now. We are going to make a square. I don't need a 13-inch square, so let's just instead say 8 by 8. All right, I'm going to zoom in a little just so it's easier to view. Now I'm going to make a circle in the middle, and I'm going to make that 2 by 2. And it's not centered, so we'll deal with that in a minute. Let's hit P, and then I'm going to use this, select, I'll select that and hit P, and now that's centered. And then while I'm here, I want you to learn something else. We're in the chamfer section right now, and I'm gonna put a 1-inch chamfer on both. And let's see what that looks like. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna select over this whole thing, and it's kind of freaking out. All right. I'm going to put it up here where I can cut it out of something. And then let's see what else we could do. Let's do, we'll go right here. Nope, sorry, here. I'm going to cut out a polygon. And I want you to go to a 6-sided object. You can draw that. Now, you see it says 2.877 by 3.233. As long as these both say 100, that's fine. So while I've got it selected, I'm just going to scale it down. I'm going to put that over here. I don't really care what size it is. If you want to copy my size, that's fine. So do what you need to do. Then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to star. And you see it tells you you could change, however many you want, but let's just do 5. And we'll scale that back down a little bit. And we're going to put that here. I'll move it up and try to make it fairly even. Now, what I'm going to do, this is a pretty easy assignment. I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to just go to the outline width, and I'm going to put it on hairline. And what that means is it's going to cut. It's going to be a vector cut. But now I'm going to add my name. You're going to add your name. And that's going to engrave. It's not going to cut. So we're going to have a vector file and a raster file. Vector means cut, that's hairline, and raster means engrave. So it's just removing a little bit of a material off the top to leave an imprint. It's very important that you know both of those, and that will be on a test. All right, I'll go to text. I'll drag a box right here. Let's try 18 font. That's still really small. Let's go to 72 font. There we go. I want you to type your name. Don't type my name. Then I want you to go to bitmap. And again, even though we just see white here, it's going to try to engrave white. So if you do that, it's wrong. It has to be converted to bitmap. So instead of text, we're going to convert this to one object. Bitmap, convert to bitmap. You're always going to do this. You're going to use convert to bitmap more than anything. Always hit OK. Now it should pull up trace bitmap here. If for some reason it didn't, hit the select button, select that piece, it will pull up. We're going to go down, and then I'm going to go to high quality image. Always hit reduce bitmap. It will pull up, and you want to make sure that you're going to hit this one right here. So let's see what happens when we don't hit that. It's probably going to leave the insides. Yep. Now, when I do remove color from entire image, it puts grayscale inside of everything, which is what we want. Now you can do whatever you want with this. You can rotate it around, et cetera, et cetera. You could mirror it upside down, you could mirror it backwards, blah, 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 because it is just an object. I'm going to go and put 0 degrees so I can get that back. The other thing is you could collapse it like that, or you could collapse it like that. So I'm just going to do Control Z till I get back to where I was. And then I'm going to move the whole thing down till it fits. And let's say your name is a little long. Here's another trick. I've got the whole thing selected. I'll go to Object, Group, Ungroup Objects. Now I can grab one part of my name, and I can put that there, and I can grab the other part of my name. So it's really important that you get to know these basic functions of Corel. It will make your life so much easier, and it puts you to a point where you can design by yourself and you can use the laser by yourself. So this is all I want you to do. We're just going to double check. If I click here, it says hairline. If I click here, it says hairline. And if I click here, it just says there's no weight. It doesn't recognize it as a line, which is exactly what we want. And so I'm going to save this as, if you're doing this on a Chromebook, you need to save it in the Google Drive. If you're doing it on a laptop, you need to save it in your student drive. Just don't save it on that particular computer because you don't know where that laptop's going to be tomorrow. So I'm going to do Corel 2 and then my last name. So I want you to do Corel2 dash your last name. Like I said, I'm saving it on my desktop, but I want you to save it in your H drive or whatever your student drive is. Alrighty, thanks. There we go. That's it. Hope that wasn't too bad. I'll see you on the next one.